4 on the pole with Scott Bloomquist outside. Row 2, 42, Todd Andrews, the 3S of Rusty Sights. 83, Scott Rhodes and Jack Boggs starting 6th in the B4. Then the 48 of Johnny Johnson, the 72 of John Mason, 99, Ben Miley, 75, Don Gross. The 8 of Russ Colasar, 28, Duke Pratt. And also scheduled to start the 3 of Bob DiGiulio, who may have scratched after being involved in a wreck here this afternoon in practice. We will look for the green the next time by. Doug Dodd, who drove the wheels off this 0-4 here in July in the Penn National 100, led it for a long stretch, only to finish 3rd that night. Has got the only 3-time winner of the Pittsburgher 100. Scott Bloomquist starting alongside in the 18. Pace vehicles, the Calusi Chevy Monte Carlo. Into the pits, and here we go. They bunch up in 3 and 4. On the gas, they come off the 4th turn. The green is out. Dodd and Bloomquist down the front straightaway, and Todd Andrews in the 42. Dives to the inside into turn number 1. Andrews moves to 2nd. Look out! Johnny Johnson hard into the outside wall in car 48. Caution is out. Turn 1, Johnny Johnson in car 48. Backed her into the outside wall. Caution on the speedway. Look out, Todd Andrews. Or I should say was is right. They will need at least a rear clip and maybe more. Here we go. Wait. Uh-oh. Pushing and shoving over in 3 and 4, and the green comes out as they come off the 4th turn. Scott Bloomquist takes the lead this time. Andrews trying to move to 2nd. Dodd on the outside in the 0-4 down the backstretch. Behind him, it's Jack Boggs in the B4 and Rusty Sights in the 3S. Bloomquist leads. Andrews moves to 2nd. Dodd is now 3rd, Boggs 4th, Rusty Sights running 5th. Then Scott Rhodes and John Mason, Ben Miley, Don Gross, Russ Colasar, and Duke Pratt. Jack Boggs now putting the pressure on the 0-4 of Doug Dodd for 3rd, the final transfer spot. As Bloomquist starts to march away in the 18. Bloomquist 20.11 that lap. Not as fast as the first 2 heats. See if his lap times improve. His lead is growing. Todd Andrews still 2nd, and Doug Dodd trying to hold on to 3rd. Consistent, 20.11 that lap for Scott Bloomquist. Ten laps to go. 10 laps to go. Dodd goes high in turn 2, and Jack Boggs makes the pass for 3rd. Doug Dodd slipped just a tad high in that 2nd turn. Colasar in the 8 car, close to the wall off the second turn. Duke Pratt gets by in the 28 as Bloomquist extends the lead to a half a straightaway. He enters turn number 3. Halfway, 7 laps to go, 7 laps remaining. Russ Colasar appears headed for the pits in car number 8. Closing in on the second place car of Todd Andrews with 5 laps to go. Boggs starting to pick up the pace. The Miller Brothers Construction Chubby Baird Gate Company B4 is on the fly. Scott Bloomquist continues to lead Todd Andrews, the Cowan Truck Line, 42 in second, and trying to ward off the challenges of Jack Boggs. 4 laps to go. Two to go. Todd Andrews now starting to open up a little daylight between himself and Jack Boggs. Boggs had gotten close to him a few laps earlier. And Rusty Seitz, the latest casualty of the first turn wall. He ends up clear over in turn 2 in car 3S. Caution is out. Bad September. He started the month at the Hillbilly 100, destroying a car down at Pennsylvania, and ends up here into the wall. Looks like he may be able to drive the car. At least he backs it off the wall. Racing fan of the Parkway Center Mall. It's up Green Tree Hill. They've got NASCAR, NHRA, and all kinds of racing apparel and items. That's the Racing Fan right next to Kmart in the Parkway Center Mall. It's all in series in the +1 after his big win last week at Motordrome in the United States Asphalt Challenge, one of more than 30 UMP modifieds in the pits here this afternoon. For the York Triathlon Series, Mike Lazikowski, who handles the publicity at the Tri-City Speedway and publishes the Oval Track Annual, right now is the man with 2 laps to go. He built up a pretty nice lead right before the caution. See what's happened in that race for second. Andrews had slowed there for a while, and Boggs was right behind him. Then Todd started to pull away before the caution. See if the caution hurts or helps either of those two. We're back on the gas with 2 to go in this third heat. And look at Doug Dodd in the 04, slip under Boggs and take third. Dodd into third. Boggs tries to return the favor in turn 2. They're side by side. Contact, rubbing wheels off at 2. Dodd holds on to the spot. Coming around for the white flag, 1 lap to go. Bloomquist leads, Andrews second, Dodd third, and Boggs with that right rear quarter panel bent in fourth. Down the backstretch, the J&J Steel Delta Truck Line 18, Mooresburg, Tennessee, Scott Bloomquist. Off the 4th turn, checkered flag is waving. Bloomquist, your winner. Andrews second, and Dodd takes third. Boggs ends up 4th, Mason 5th, Rhodes 6th, and Miley Gross and Duke Pratt. Wow, Doug Dodd.